More Zula, Ilath-Pal, Dunmer, Ashlander. We're exploring the Alakir Desert. Well, let's get some radiant dialogue going. Yeah, we try to rescue the amulet, I guess. Good job, team. Is there another one? No, doesn't seem like it, but there is a chest. For stuff to enchant or to make things to enchant with. Oh, hey. Do some more. Oh darn it, I keep on forgetting to mess around and X-edit. You know what, I think if the game crashes, I will do that. Why don't I have any long range ice? I also need to make potions that I can actually use.
Ass.
Okay. Yeah, it's inside.
The map shows 3 ways down, and only one that does not smell like fresh collapse. Cesargo votes the switch by the broken arch.
Death comes for you
Less
now.
noise, fewer eyes.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Interesting. Well, the game crashed. Time to open X-edit. Okay. You also open up next. Now we wait for Xedit to load. Here we go. Alright, it's in my magic effect patch. Oh, I'm muted. Eh. Nope, that's not the right thing. I'm confused. It doesn't have first person meshes. Me. This might not be the right place to look. It might be in here. Let's see it here. Yeah, it's this file. Or not this specific file, but it's an armor add-on I need to find. So let's go back to this. Is the armor add-on mentioned? Ah, yes. Hmm. There we go. And this is my own custom patch, so it's completely fine to get rid of that. And if I really needed to bring anything back, I could. All right, now we launch Skyrim again. It's always fun when I get to figure things out in Xedit. The craziest Skyrim bug I've ever had is I got some master's level spells. They were added into my inventory as a book, and the game would crash every time I opened my inventory. And I was so confused. I installed even a new texture for the master spells that might actually still be installed in all honesty. Didn't work. I was completely confused. Turns out it was an issue with the spells themselves, but the spells are different than the books, so I don't know why the game was crashing upon opening my inventory. Like if it was crashing upon opening my spell book after I learned it, that would have made sense. But it was the fact that the books were crashing while in my inventory. That just absolutely confused me. Let me put Mantella back up. There we go. Give everybody a nice heal. Now that we know things are hostile, let's actually be an illusion mage.
Mortal fool. Am I supposed to be impressed? You can never truly stop me.
You won't get away.
Did the frenzy do absolutely nothing?
Come on, come on! You're outmatched.
Behold my power.
That's a lot of ghosts. Time to use the broken spell, I guess.
I sense some more. All the living shall fear. All the living shall. All the living shall fear. I sense
Jesus, it gets buggy with that spell.
I sense. Does some I sense. Watch where you are hitting Sarah. Pathetic.
Run away, run away. Just one.
Ass.
No!
Please stop.
Just one, I said. Just one. And now the game crashes again. Knew it. Alright, I'll have to make a new save. And turn off Radiant Dialogue. Let's make a new save. Let's do one like this. Okay, let me take a look at my illusion. Oh, that's conjuration. Yeah, I got Master the Mind. Well, let's try this frenzy again.
Careful. Does someone live? A mortal fool. No one hides from the dead. Mortal fool.
Okay, it did work.
No one hides from the dead. Eternal slumber awaits.
Ha! Found you.
Soon you will know the cold of death. You can never do it. Does some teach you to pick. The endless sleep comes for us all.
Found you. You won't get away.
Ten out of 10.
I will return.
Now you burn, Fetcher.
Let's play it safe real quick.
I will return.
Come on. That hit?
Sweat. I'll see you burn.
Can't see with that spell
Victory will
effect.
be mine.
Look at all this stuff to sell. I need to get a better staff than the Skull of Corruption.
Die, damn you.
Last mistake.
Okay, they got it.
Was a cow.
Is the game gonna save? There it goes. I didn't see the pop-up warning. I actually want to check something real quick. Need to pull up this, take a look at the prompts for Mantella. Want to look at okay, I actually want to try the multi NPC and have them talk to each other. See how well that works out.
What an interesting ruin, a magic sandstorm and many ghosts. Luckily, even the minds of the undead can be altered.
Useful, yes, but the stone still bites at Jezargo's whiskers. Those shades were bound to a rule, something like a watchpost cadence. If Archmage twists minds again, Jezargo suggests we do it at corners where the sand muffles the scream.
Altered, not calmed. They tore each other apart because the lattice lit them, which tells us the binding here prizes conflict over repose. Before we move deeper, give me a minute to sketch those ward seams by the doorframe. If we desync the pulse, the next group might forget we exist.
Save the theory for after we clear the rooftops. I want eyes on that arch to the east, and the alley with the broken awning. If more step out of the storm, I cut the leader thirsts. If your spell turns them again, keep it tight. I do not want a frenzied sword at my back.
Yes, why don't you all look about and then report back to me what you find? Janassa, you look for more ghosts. Breline, you look into the cadence binding the ghosts. Jezargo, you research the storm rumor and you are surprised me with some sort of discovery.
Jezargo will taste the storm and see how it sings. If it is a true wine, it will carry grit. If it is a tether, it will carry names. Keep to the lee of the stair while Jezargo plucks a thread, yes?
I will map the cadence at the lintels and corners. If the ghosts are key to wash lines, a quarter beats lip at the archers should blind to streets at once. Call if you hear of a I've got your back. That means the lattice is angry and I stop.
I'll sweep the roofs and the western alleys. 2 taps if I spot patrols, 3 if they've nested near the minaret. If anything tries to step the sand at our backs, it loses a knee before it finishes the step.
Surprise coming right up.
Let me take a look again at the web UI.
Storm tastes wrong. Not windbreak.
I just love this story.
It
Passionate.
falls east to west on a Toulon, one short beat, then pauses like a hell breath. On the post, the sand thins and the ghosts blink. If Archmage moves then, they will not see you at all.
The cadence is a washer's lattice key to domes and door eyes. I counted a 7-stone loop with a lazy 5th. Someone built this to test vigilance, not grant rest. If I slip a quarter beat at the arches, we'll blind the south courtyard for 3 passes. Do not speak loudly when it
that's
thins.
some really heavy armor you got there.
The
If it
lattice
was any
listens for
bigger,
triumph.
it'd be wearing you.
West roofs are clear for now. 2 sentries reforming by the broken awning you pointed out earlier, pacing the post Jezargo heard. If we go on his hell breath, straight across the lantern dishes.
Alright. Time to actually do some decent role playing. And read a book.
words. Powerful words.
We were Yakutans, we are Redguards. We left Yakuta, our land, which was devastated by civil wars and collapsed by the hands of the gods because they punished us. We left Yakuta to free our lives, and the Ragada has guided us. We arrived at the east, we arrived at Volenfell, we arrived at a desert, and the Ragada has claimed the new world. Igath was born, we were Yakutans, we are Redguards. The Ragada has scattered us in the whole land. Some of us have found Centennial, Gillane, and Dragonstar, and Elahir, and Rehad, and Tanith, and Skaven. Oh no, not the rat people. Also, I would not be surprised if Rehad got renamed. Retconned. Emifer was born. We were Yakutans. We are Redguards. We wanted to be alone, and we arrived at the east of the east. We started to seal the region to protect us from everybody. We founded Ben Erai at the south of this region. We founded the city, but we found a crypt. We had woken in exile. She is Sadraka. She has cursed us. We founded the city, and we don't want to remind its name ever again. May the city become forgotten. We were Yakutans, we were Red Guards. Neat. Oh golly, how do you spell it? Whoop. I actually don't want Mantella to be up. I want to go back to this.
Such is the power of the written word.
And let me type in chat. Boop, boop, boop.
Hey guys, I found a book! It mentions an exile named Sadruk is buried here. She laid a curse on the Red Guards that lived here. Does the name ring a bell?
Satraka, Khajiit has heard tales of a Yokudan oathbreaker who bound San to shame a warband. If this is that one, her curse would cling to watchlights and brag. A grave would sit where the wind returns to itself. A pause in this storm might point the way.
The name appears in a fragment I copied from Urag's Redguard migration notes. Sadrika the Exile, condemned for false witness in a trial of blades. Her malediction wasn't a simple hex. It yoked vigilance to punishment. That matches this lattice. If we find her burial marker and break the witness loop, silence the eyes, the ghost should release.
Curses that bite forever usually have a throat to cut. Show me where the book places her, and I'll find the door that shouldn't open. If there's a keeper, I take his tendons first.
It says she's in the keep to our right. Let's get out of this storm and end this curse.
Good. We move on the pause. Yes, move when the sand holds its breath and the watchers blink.
Right keep, Sufarch. I'll slip the cool
Shadow hide
as
you.
we pass. No talking until we're inside. Count 3 heartbeats after my... And goes down.
I take point as a door. If a sentry shapes out of the drift, I put him on his knees and you keep walking. If the gate's barred, I have it open before the next pulse.
Consider me surprising you with a locked door that isn't locked anymore. If a lever hisses, I'm calling it a snake and backing away. Blade on the breath.
That's
care
how
of
it's
that.
done.
The ghosts here seem a bit stronger. Be ready for combat. May both they give you all strength.
Stronger, yes, and hungry for noise. Jezalgo strips the magicka on the blink. When the sun holds its breath, Khajiit strikes first with shock.
That's what I call good teamwork.
Keep your feet off the blue glade. It sings to them.
Acknowledged. I'm setting a responsive war tuned to the lazy fifth. Step inside it if you feel a pull. If one shouts or reforms, I'll snare it so with a counterbeat. Do not answer challenges. This lattice rewards pride.
I'll take right flank, Cutlow. Finish Khan. If one turns incorporeal, I pin its shade to the wall with steel until your pulse pipes. If a captain shows, I'm taking his niece first.
I'll surprise you with a perfectly timed door that swings when the sand inhales and shuts when it screams.
Would you look at that? My X edit actually worked. I now have a body. Cool.
Why won't you die?
Thanks for the save, Jezargo. I owe you.
Ha! You owe Jezargo a sweet roll and the first look at Sadrak's stone. Keep to the Frost Prince. Khajiit will keep the blink long and the ghost short. Someone there?
Someone there? Let me know. Hope by not getting stabbed when I open the next door.
Always good.
Two more ahead, left and right. I'll take the left shadow. If one reforms, cut the ankles first.
I'm happy to accept thanks on Jezargo's behalf in the form of pie later. For now, surprising discovery. These scorched trails lead to a side passage with no draft.
I decided against that dialogue line.
Yeah, quite the surprise, Rumorin. Go on.
Not just Scorch and Trimage. 3 bubbles have bound breath hovering over a corpse that isn't cooling. Someone tried to bottle the cadence and it bit them. There's a call on the right with no draft. That's our quiet lane if your spell misbehaves.
Age. The air here tastes like metal and old ink. Jezargo will keep the blink long. If the bubbles pop, step behind Jezargo's ward and breathe on the half-beat.
I'll take the crawl first.
Your wound seems serious.
These stone pillar traps are quite annoying. Just don't get crushed.
Oh no. I got an error. API error occurred during streaming. Is that really meaning what I think it means? Yeah. Yeah. Low on billing. How much is this playthrough gonna cost me? Let's see here. Let me try to figure out how much did I put on this. Did I put in? I can't remember how much I put in, but I want to check when. So we're currently here. Let's get a new save just to be sure. Obviously, I have been using it a bit more. But we're 171.2. Never overwrote anything. Was it really all that way ago? No. There's no way I'm missing some sort of saves here. I mean, it doesn't really matter if I am. But seriously, where is the save outside of Helgen? I know I had one. Ah, here it is. 112. 171. 59 hours? 59 hours is fine for how much I give. I think I give like $10, 10 to 20. Yeah, it auto-populated with 10. So 59 hours for $10. 5 hours a dollar. That's pretty good. That's 2 streams. Basically 2, well, like 1.5 stream really. We check this as well. Yeah, the amount I put into Open Router, that was a silly amount. Oh. Let's try again. Screw it, let's not try again. Okay, I'm just curious because I'm looking at Mantella's like in-game information, and every time it says museum item Black Star, it mentions a Vantis Glorious. I don't know who he is. Maybe he is the guy from the quest. We just come down that way? No, we came from this way.
Flying spiders! What is Sadroka Mefal was here for?
Over here!
Spiders mean bait and bears, not necessarily Mephola. Kashit will crisp the small ones and sap the brood mother if she shows. Watch the seams. Those styles like to drop you into their mouths.
I'll take the right wall blades low. If a matron rushes, I hamstring first and finish at the eyes. If you hear me click twice, stop. Plate ahead.
What was that?
I know I was being sarcastic about the spiders and Mephala. Maybe I should find a pet spider though. That abandoned farm I claimed could use them for pest control.
That spider sounds like fleece with extra legs. If Archmage insists, Cesargo. But first, stop swinging Oriel's bow at Arbonte, yes.
Something big scraped the web ahead and did not eat. That means a matron or a keeper. I'll take the right bar, cut the latch, and you hold your fire until it moves. One more friendly arrow, and I start collecting finds.
What's up with these two?
I think. Like I just woke from a nap.
There's like two things I want to do, and primarily I want to fix these guys. Because clearly healing them isn't working. I don't want to try kill. I have saves. Okay. Alright, other thing I want to fix.
Let the cold consume you.
Oh.
This is the power of the Telvanni.
Alright, so first we want Soul Cloak. No, 30 seconds. We no longer really need ebony flesh. Probably also reset that. This is a spell I should use more for Mafala. And probably buff it. Alright, there was Galaxy. Be this would be good. Do this.
This is the power of the Telvanni. The power of Magnus is at my command.
Web is all the way here. Alright, let's also make a save. Whoop. The armor looks cool in first person. Neat. Okay. For a second, I thought I was gonna be stuck. Huh. Put more stuff in. Hmm. Oh, all of this is going into invisibility? Damn. Yes, silent roll. And then I'll save the last 3 for crafting. And let's save again. Uh, Yes, it should be making right pretty soon. Nice. By next time we get to Windhelm, maybe we can put together a deck. The Punishment of the Forgotten Draugr. This is the exile of Sadraka, the infamous mind of the assassination of Archman Galder. She was the eternal jealous of Galder, never had the wisdom, the wealth, and the honor seen in Galder. She wanted to be the Archmage, but an Archmage must have the wisdom, the wealth, and the honor seen in Galder. He has gone into the madness. Power wears out to those who haven't got it. She betrayed to Galder. She obscured the minds of Galder's sons, Jarek, Merkel, and Sagius, Galder's son. He deceived them in the shadows. They killed him. She was punished. She was banished from Skyrim. She was here. She awaits her revenge. Passes the threshold will get the wrath of Sadraka. I need to look things up. Oh no.
So, Sadraka is a Draugr? She's from Skyrim and planned the assassination of Archmage Galdur. I've been researching that wizard on and off ever since I found...
Drogo from Skyrim wearing a Yokuda name. This smells of stolen stories for a mask taken in exile. If she planned Galdur's death, her tomb will test pride before steel. Jezago will keep shock ready for any shot that tries to bind our feet.
Galdur's legend is littered with forgeries and jealous rivals. A Sadraka could be a title worn by the assassin who fled south, then returned to die in stone. The cadence here fits a penance, watch judge punish. If she sits ahead, the first rule is do not answer her challenge. Let me set a counterbeat at the threshold before anyone speaks.
Names don't matter if the throat still moves. If she rises, I go for the hamstrings, then the jaw hinge to stop a shout. If the rune starts singing, you do cut the song. I'll keep her on the floor.
Class, make sure to take notes here. I'll refer to them when I write my report on the Galdior amulet fragments, whenever I get around to finding the last one.
Noted. I'm logging Sadrika's claimed link to Galdior's Apocrypha pending inscription match, plus the Watcher Laris intervals, and your use of Become Ethereal is low time but safe traversals. I'll add a margin warning. Do not answer penance challenges in her keeper.
Jezalgo Records Stone Kid is too long. One shot, with blink window best for strikes and crossings. Also note, blue glaze floors into the shades. Avoid if you want to keep your soul in your skin. Archmage will get a clean copy once we are not being sanded alive.
My report is simpler. If Sadrika arises, I'm cutting the legs in the jaw before she finds her voice. Say the word, and I open the next door on your count.
I'm getting out of here. Come on. Over here.
Where are you?
That's what I thought.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Each MPH, some legends die with a whisper. Jezalgo will not complain if the curse ends quiet and cheap.
Anticlimactic is ideal when the lattice... Punitive. I'm logging her inscriptions and pinning the cadence shot so it doesn't take it back to life.
Quiet kills or still kills. I'll sweep the side chambers and check for a keeper or a second throat. If she has a key, I want it.
Oh, hey, I'm muted. I found the wooden staff a little bit neat because it was the same model as the one. What's up with you, Ramard? And you, Belina.
Your wound seems serious.
I feel like I just woke from a nap.
Well, I guess this is all for these ruins. Let's head out. I want to get a good look at the ruins without the sandstorm.
Jezargo will hold the blink long enough for us to walk out clean. Stay on the Frost Prince and keep to the lee when the sand inhales.
Breaths at the threshold, then no voices until we're clear.
I'll take point and sweep the step.
How I serve you?
If anything stirs Nice first, Josaken. Save your spells for the open air.
I'll surprise
is
you with a
ready
scenic
for
route
any
that doesn't involve being
troublemakers.
sanded like a table. On your count, and to Mage.
Okay, Berlina. Okay. Let's turn on Radiant Dialogue. Oh golly, there's still one more. How have I not ran into it? The lone survivor. No, I'm
so much
redoing
to
that.
do, so little time.
I am redoing that.
The sandstorm is still here. What's powering it?
The cadence has not fallen. Here the three-bit drag and the lazy fourth. That is no weather. Something below is spinning the sand, like a bellows tied to a watcher.
I agree. The storm blinks on the same interval as the keep's lattice. We cut Cedric's oath, but a relay is still measuring the walls and venting through the arches. Likely a bound lens or a wind tonal regulator in the undercroft.
So not kind getting fussy. More like a very grumpy metronome buried in the basement. If we hush the listener, the sound stops singing. Preferably without waking any more spider cousins.
Doors breathe from the central hall. The draft pulls right to left.
I see more ghosts down there. Prepare for combat. Wait, what are they doing?
Do not lose arrows yet. See how they turn to 3, then bow their heads. These are keepers, not raiders. They feed the lattice with their rounds.
They are reciting a watch ritual. Left hand to the breast, quarter-turn touch to the arch. It's a circuit key to the storm's pulse. If we strike one, the relay will spike and the sand will roar.
Lovely. An afterlife of guard duty. They're walking the metronome, not us. If we want the wine shut up, we step through on the offbeat and snip whatever they salute.
Bottom of the stairs, center span. There is a hinge plate they keep avoiding.
I see something on the altar. Is that a book? Cover me and I'll grab it.
Wait for my count. Offbeat entry only. On the lawn we step, on the drag we freeze. I will pin the hinge plate with a soft ward so it does not complain when you cross.
Jezargo will blind any wraith that turns its helm. Hands low, no shot. Archmage keeps her blade sheathed unless they reach.
I will hog the right tiller and keep a little umbrella over your back. If a ghost salutes you, nod like you belong and keep walking.
Take the inner left 2 steps, then still. I will cover the rear and cut anything that breaks pattern. Go on my tap, Archmage.
The book is a spell tome to summon Sadraka, and now I'm covered in sand and dust. At least the ebony mail is somewhat polished.
Conjure forgotten Droger tied to Cedric's cadence. that will pull on the very hinge that's driving this storm. Use it carefully, ideally to soak the Laris's attention while we mute the relay.
Ha! Call Hershey to guard us, then Catibelos. Jezargo likes this plan. But Archmage does not cast it on the long beat. Off beat only, or the sand will bite.
On the bright side, the male Shine says you're fashionable while being sandblasted. Let's borrow Sadruka's hall monitor, make it stare at us, and I'll snip the salute post.
Keep the bullcup blade down. I will take the hinge plate. When you summon, step left, then still. If the wraiths turn, I cut their eyes first.
No need to summon her just yet. The storm has ended, the magic is fading away. We've ended the curse on these ruins.
The pulse is gone. Good. We cut the relay cleanly. Let's mark the intervals we observed and take a rubbing of that hinge plate before the sand settles again.
Ha! The storm obeys the Archmage. Jezargo will walk the circuit once more to be sure no breath remains in the vents. Then we eat.
Ending the centuries-old curse before breakfast, and seasoning the air with rabbit. That's what I call balanced living. I'll go check the wall lit for a hidden ledger while the ghosts finish clocking out.
We are clear. Pack what you want from the altar. Then we move.
Al Shadem? Who is old? Probably this build. Those do I have equipped? Fine, if it's not gonna trigger. Wait, I'm curious. Ah, this isn't museum item. Probably because I imagine the player's just gonna eat it. But they could have made a replica. Made that, and then assume that that would be added to the museum. What are you guys doing? Did they get confused? Are they rebelling at me that they've had no sleep?
Can I help you?
Or is there just like no nav meshing here? There just must not have been any nav meshing. Actually, I don't even know. That's true. I don't know really much of anything, but either way, they clearly didn't know how to move to find me. I know nothing of modding. Got all these common soul gems. I need to buy a bunch of lesser soul gems. I don't know why I'm carrying this stuff that has such bad sell rate, but I guess I am.
Yes?
Huh?
You lead, I'll So, what's the plan? Ha! That was a tough fight, relatively speaking.
I have to admit, I'm disappointed.
Mrs. O'Shedham, the second key to the Grey Cowl is here. We are making good pace. I'm quite enjoying our desert expedition.
Enjoy it while it lasts, Archmage. Sand hides blades and bones. Give me your route and rules, and I will make sure we leave O'Shedham with the key and our throats intact.
Jezargo proves of good pace. Good pace means fewer sand fleas and more glory. This place smells of old wards and old blood. Archmage points, Jezargo listens for humming and makes the Rome door stay closed.
I see 3 likely approaches. The shadowed colony to the east, the dry channel straight ahead, and a ramp that circles left. The channel will funnel us if someone is watching. I recommend the colonnade on my ward count, with rumor and trailing to mark anything we pass.
Copy that. I will bring up the rear, look Hansen, and quietly pocket any inscription that tries to bite. If a welcoming committee appears, I vote we let the Archmage smile first, and only step on the second hello.
Shadow hide you.
Is someone there?
I'm staying out of this.
Do your worst.
Oh, no you don't.
Oh no, you...
That's what I call good teamwork.
Lovely more undead. I was hoping for something more unique.
Unique or not, they bleed when cut. I will open their ribs and keep their hands off your back. Call the shout. I take the flanks.
Undead are simple. They hate light, they hate thunder, and they hate wind. Like weeds. Archmage points left or right, and Jezargo blinds the first walker and drains the second.
What was
Somebody
that?
help! Save novelty for later. Wards up to breath cadence. Awoken any Death Lords shout and freeze ankles for Janassa.
On the bright side, skeletons never argue about our expense reports.
You won't get
I will keep a thin ward and tap their knees while you do the impressive bits.
Someone there.
Right? That's one less thing to worry about.
Didn't even put up a proper fight.
Let's get this over with!
Victory is ours. I've always wanted to say that.
Mummies, well, that's unique.
Unique enough that they sting differently. Clothbinds mean slower joints, easy cuts. I will take knees and wrists.
Ass.
You finish that. Keep that flame.
Ass.
Guess that's the last of them.
Ha! Thy meat burns fast. Jezar will thread sparks through the rats and make them drop their knives. If one breathes dust at us, Jezargo drains it dry.
Mummies imply resonant old oils, no open fire, near wall scenes. I will light the floor for control and pin any lunging guardians. If one starts keening, do not answer. Let me smother the tone.
I hope everyone knows night, as it's quite dark in this tomb.
I do not need get eyes to kill in the dark. Give me a whisper, a target, and I will take the throat before their torch hits the floor.
Darkness is a friend to Khajiit, yes. Jezargos is well enough. But if Archmage wants light, Jezargo can weave a soft spark glow that will not wake the dead. Say the word.
I can give us a thin veil of mage light tucked high and behind us so it does not cast our shadows forward. 2 breath cadence, no flares, and absolutely no fire, near resin scenes.
I am perfectly comfortable stumbling heroically into a sarcophagus, but since we are being professional, I will stick to your shoulder and keep a hush ward on our boots. If something sighs ahead, I am calling it your turn to say hello.
Plus, what Daedric ruin is this? Sweet trove for whoever answers first.
Not a Daedric sigil. That is Thalmofex script used in Yokuden funerary houses here. Think of it as a counting mark for a breastplate, not a prince's rune.
Tragic. I had my sweet troll bet on Sanguine's Hanoverglyph. Verelina's right. This is a timing stroke. Step on it wrong, and the door laughs at you.
Cesargo accepts Brelina's answer, and also accepts the sweet roll on her behalf. For science.
Call it what you like. Tell me the count and the direction, and I will cross it without waking the room.
Wow, I need to spend more time on Daedric with you all. It's the rune for G-class.
If we are speaking the old Cerodialic Scholar's chart, that stroke does resemble their G, yes. But on this plate it is still a counter for the breath plate. The beat. Step left to right.
I will graciously concede the sweet troll to the unmatured letters and numbers. I'll also propose we do not test the pronunciation with our feet.
Letters are fine, but can't save lives. On Brelina's third beat, Cesargo moves. If Torhisis Wisto,
Call the cadence. I will cross first and open the way.
Why don't you die, damn you! Victory will be mine!
Shadow hide you. While these undead aren't smart, I was able to lob multiple fireballs at them before they realized I was here.
If they cannot smell their own burning, they deserve the grave twice. Keep throwing. I will cut down anything that wanders into the glow.
Archmage is welcome to boast, but save a breath for Cesargo's tally. 3 roasted, 1 cracked by sparks, none left to complain. Efficient and satisfying.
Agreed, but let's not get lazy. Your blasts are stirring dust veils along the ceiling. I am mending the warding so we do not wake a chamber we have not met yet. 2 steps back, then proceed on my count.
I will record this as Operation Fireball Fish in a Barrel. Also, a gentle reminder that smug skeletal cousins sometimes bring friends. If a clever one shows, I will politely trip it into your next explosion.
I'm getting all mixed up. Where to go?
Come out on the winning side.
Die, damn you! Take that! Die, damn you! Let's get this over with!
You won't get away.
Bravo, guide me!
Now that's how it's done.
Shadow hide you.
Well, those do look unique.
You're dead.
Come on.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
That was close.
Ass! Take that!
That's what I thought.
Neat. Just getting randomly teleported. No dialogue there, I guess. And do another test. Have been, yeah, all the way over there.
All right, class, another Daedric sigil. Which letter is it in Cyrodiilic?
That stroke maps cleanly to the scholar's key in the Cyrodiilic chart. On these plates, it usually marks a pivot, pause one bead, then step across.
Leave a perfectly fine place to let someone else go first. I volunteer Janas's boots.
Cesargo hears no hiss yet. On Brelines pause, Cesargo steps second and keeps the ward in.
I will take the lead. Count it out, and I will be across before the sun settles.
Close Brianna. This is a beam, not a
Shadow
Still
hide you.
no sweet roll for anyone yet.
On these plates, it usually means break the stride, up step, then cross on the third.
Tragic loss for Team Sweet Troll, but I will survive. Half step, third beat, cross got it. If it hisses, I am blaming the font.
Cesargo adjusts to be count. Half step and move on 3. Ward stay still, close stay quiet.
Give the signal. I will place the half step and be over before the sand has time to whisper.
Nice.
Well, Operation Fish in a Barrel is going smoothly.
Keep the funnel tight, and the bodies between us and any surprises. I will cut down stragglers that fall out of your...
Victory will be mine!
That's any clever bones that try to stand. Archmage throws, Cesargo cleans.
I am logging a generous success column under Archmage plus gravity. If anything with the crown peeks over the lip, I will politely introduce it to the stairs face first.
We got another sigil up here. Will anyone get the sweet roll this time?
That stroke's tail and closed hook match the Serodelic are on the Sculler's chart. Expect to rest on one, then cross on two.
Our Farilli would like a sweet troll now. I will wait for your count, and try not to prove it stands for rolling ankle.
Cesargo hears no hiss. Rest one move to. Claws are ready and ward stay in.
Hold it, and I will be through before the dust settles.
Three strikes and this class is out. It is a D. Next time we are at the college, I'm assigning you copywriting duties using Daedric's script. And you all know how your write gets if a copy is inaccurate.
Noted. I will copy the plate forms twice, then ink the cadence marks so your write does not throw us out of the Arcanium. And for the record, I accept remedial Daedric drills without sweet trolls.
Wonderful. Nothing pairs with sand in my boots like your act glaring at my penmanship. I will practice my DS until they weep with authenticity. Preferably over a sweet roll.
Cesargo writes quickly and correctly when the librarian is watching. But first, Archmage counts the beat and we cross. Then Cesargo will make a neat, perfect
The power of Magnus is
and
at
a
my
little tail
command.
for flair.
If the count and keep moving, lessons and punishments can wait until we are back under a roof. Here, I care only that your feet fall on the right beat and no one dies.
Oh, it's above me.
Come on.
Over here!
You won't. Away.
Well, look at all these sigils. Whoever can get these right will be exempt from the copywriting assignment.
Left disc reads Zerodielic B. Top hook turns sunwise. Middle is O closed loop with a slight inward bite. Right is P tail tucked. The door stem below is Y then T then D. Count it B, O, P in that order, then press the I mark last.
I am cheerfully endorsing Brelina's but the doors plan. But beat but O, but P, then poke the eye and try not to lose ours. If that earns exemption, I would like my call to retire early.
Cesargo hears no hiss. Be the no then P, then the I. If stone sings wrong, we stop. If it opens, Cesargo accepts Brelina's share of the sweet roll as tuition.
Oh, darn. Come on, just look at all that. It was G, D, and B. At least that's the order we solved them in. Trying to see what the middle says. I'm seeing an... Is that an M? Closest thing that looks like an M. But what's the second one? They did guess the O right. Okay, maybe to try the bottom myself. Apparently I need to study Daedric. A. E. A. R. Gibberish. Oh darn. Trying to actually figure out how one would solve this. I still don't even know what the top is. Neither of those rooms seem to match what I'm seeing online. Oh, lovely. I'm now looking at the runes upside down to see if any of them match. No, not really.
So much to do, so little time.
Hmm. Okay. You know what? Screw selling all this junk. £100 just freed up like that. Darn, not Boo. That would have been funny if it was Boo. Not Bob either. Okay, maybe the bottom has another hint. was saying that was AC, A, R. I mean, we looked at all of them. So confused. This was... Here, let me use Mantella. We had B. No? It was G. Yeah, I thought it was G. Then the next one... B. Just checking. Isn't this what I put in originally? Or did I put in the wrong letter? They still are wrong and it wasn't Bop, but I'm just giving it.
Well done, class. I shall cancel the Daedric assignment.
Shadow
But
hide you.
please do study more.
I will copy the glyph order into my notes anyway. If we need to double back under pressure, I want the sequence in my pocket. To breath, then we move.
Music to my ears. Task dismissed, sweet trolls deferred, and I solemnly promise not to carve my initials in any sacred pillars while we pass.
That opens. Jezargo takes Midder, keeps the ward in, and zaps any mummy that forgets it is dead.
Stay sharp. Doors invite ambushes. I will take the right wall and clear the corners while you two admire your scholarship.
I was not expecting the path to lead into a cave. Stay on guard.
I see drag marks in the dust and fresh footprint. Someone comes and goes. I will ghost the right wall and cut the first throat that turns. Give me a 2 count.
A taste stamp not to dry. There is a pool ahead and something humming beneath it. Cesargo will keep the wall in and test it with sparks for me.
Agreed. The light is cooling, not flickering, natural breath from a side vent. We move left first, hug the ribs. No open flame until I clear those reeds for trapped oil. On my count. Pause to then step.
Noted. I will bring up the rear with a hush. The lights are ready for anything that pops out of that glow.
I should have waited. Yakuda. Yeah, I should have waited so there could have been some dialogue during that battle. Oh well.
This was one tall mummy. Good job, class, on defeating it. I got the key to Morasol. But Cal should be there if this lead is right. Let's pray it doesn't just let us back to Gold Harbor.
Tall or short, it dies the same when you break the knees first. You have a key, so we move. Give me the route to Morasol, and I will clear anything that stands between us and the cow.
Tall mummy falls hard. Cesargo proves Morasal will not send us to Cold Harbor if Archmage lets Cesargo listen first. If a gate comes wrong, we turn it quiet before anyone steps.
I am sorry for the splash earlier. No, Burns, but I will widen spacing before I draw again. For more Sol. I will copy the glyphs from this key and set a ward against planar tugs before we test any doorway.
If our choices are sand in the boots or Ilath-Pal's dental work, I look sand every time.
I gotta look something up.
It's not even 10 and it already feels pretty high out. Reminds me of camping in the Ashlands warmer like Emma.
Peat cuts differently than cold, but it still cuts. Keep your water high and your blade higher. I will take the left colonnade in Shade Hop. Call if the stone sings.
Desert Sun is a cruel teacher. Jezargo will stitch a thin shade veil for us as we walk. 2 breaths to set, then we move. Also, who punched Jezargo a moment ago? Jezargo will forgive once, not twice.
Sig, do not gulp. Wet the scarf, keep wrists covered, and stay to the shadow bands. I will lay a cooling ward, heavy rest, and recheck the key's glyphs from Morisol before we enter the next court.
Let's take a break here and eat. You all did very well in this dungeon.
Eat, drink, sharpen. I will take first watch from the pillar and oil the blades. Good work in there, Archmage. Clean, fast, disciplined.
Jezargo accepts food and glory in equal measure. He will brew a sweet tea with moon sugar and snowberries, then stitch a cooler veil while we sit. 2 sips, then tails.
Thank you. I will pass out water and a little salted goat, then copy the key glyphs before we move. 10 minutes only, in the shade, and I will reset the cooling ward.
I will heroically volunteer to sample anything not obviously poisonous and carve a slice of this suspiciously respectable cheese. To a morning without mummies in our laps and sand in our teeth. Yet.
So much work.
And that will be it for this stream. I'm just looking over the summary. Ilath-Pal led Janessa, Jazargo, Belena, and Ramaran through Al-Shadim in search of the second key, choosing cautious routes and cadence counted plate crossings while fending off undead and mummies. Belena guided trap navigations with glyph identification, earning losing sweet wool ragers as Zula corrected her Daedric to through idyllic calls. And the group coordinated efficiently with Zula's fish in a barrel fire of salts, Nessa flanking and finishing, Jazargo warding and zapping stragglers, on keeping rear security. Despite a brief friendly fire splash from Berlina, the team stayed disciplined, solved a bop dial puzzle to open the way, and defeated a towering mummy, after which Zula claimed the key to Morisol and resolved to press on towards the Cal, while hoping to avoid Cold Harbor. Outside in the morning heat of Al-Shadim, they compared the desert to the Ashlands, cooled down under Jazargo's shade veil, and Berlina's ward, shared food, and received Zula's praise before planning route to Morisol and Janessa's on point in Berlina, preparing safeguards against planar pulse. Well, that will be it for this stream. Great stream. Bye.